Alrighty, I got a little ahead of myself. I actually recorded these a little out of order. I switched to my other computer and did a video. But this video, I'm going to talk to you about character sheets and just how your players are going to more than likely be accessing their abilities and such. So there's two ways to access it. You can go to the actor thing and then click on whatever character, or you can double click whatever token it is. Nice and easy. So this is where your characters are going to put in all of their info. They'll probably have, let me mute that audio real quick here. Get it out of here. You'll see it's, looks a little different than your standard like 5e sheet, but it has all the same stuff. It's categorized. So all your attributes here. And the right number is a saving throw. The left number is a modifier. When you click any of them, it'll ask you, is it an ability check or saving throw? Saving throw. And you have your formula, what it's giving you, and then you have a situational bonus. So if you're the DM that likes to throw these out, or if you have a bard that has inspiration dice or guidance, you can add a situational bonus here in the form of dice even. So you could be like, oh, and then roll mode, public roll. And you can say if it has advantage or disadvantage. So normal strength save. So now it has the d20, which is a 6, and then the d6 from it is a 2. So if you have situational bonuses, they're super easy to integrate. And to determine if you have proficiency, it's a little check. You can click it and make it go away. Same thing for all of these. You have proficient, you have half proficient, and you have expertise, which I know is a thing rogues get. Special traits, you can hit this cog here, and there's a lot of like situational things like the alert feat, for instance. It gives you a +5 to initiative, advantage on initiatives provided by feats or magical items, diamond soul, get all saving throw proficiency. Like if your critical hit is higher, like any unique thing that a class will give that should affect rolls automatically, you can mess with there. And then each of these, have damage resistances. You can click which ones you have, and then special legendary actions resistance if you have those for that. Actually, let me pull up a player sheet, show you how they're slightly different, because they are a little bit different from Npc sheets. So Bob here, he has his hit points, his hit dice, which another great feature is it lets you short rest and stuff. So let's go ahead and import Bob as a level 1 fighter. So you can do this by linking D&D Beyond importer, making it that way, and just causing them to link over. Or if you have plutonium classes and subclasses, 5e tools, then you want to make him a fighter. Since he doesn't get to level 3, he doesn't get to pick any of these anyway, but we'll go Echo Knight. Import. What level do we want to import? And when you want to import higher levels, we'll make them level 2. You want to make sure both are checked. How do you want to increase the HP? What's the 2 skills he gets? It walks you through, the level up, and then the starting gear. I'm not gonna, yeah, sure, whatever. And then fighting style, we'll give him protection, sure. And then, boop, and now Bob will have the class imported. 300 EXP, needs 900 to get to the next thing. He has 2 hit dice, and one cool thing, you can say Bob got hurt. It's often, Bob is, prone to accidents. Short rest, and you can spend hit dice to roll and use your short rest. So you can be like, roll, and then bam, and then his hit dice healed him for 5, and then you're good. And then you hit rest, and if it's a new day, boop, and it tells you that a short rest was done. Armor class, these can automatically be configured for your different like items and stuff, but if for whatever reason they're not working out, you can still make it just a flat amount. Movement, you can say, what kind of movement speeds they have. Initiative, modifier, you can manually adjust it if for some reason the automatic sheet isn't working very well. You'll notice inventory, you have weapons, equipment, consumables, and loot. So one cool thing, I'm going to go ahead and just do this real fast. Give Bob a crossbow, and you can click and drag any of these, including stuff in your spellbook if you have a spellcasting class, and your fighting class features. So let's say we got Second Wind, Action Surge, and in case I forget what fighting style, alright, well, I guess it didn't really add, oh yeah, fighting style protection, there it is. I was like, I guess it didn't add it correctly. Oh, it did. Alright, so then it's like, You know, I'm over here, I'm Bob. You have to be selected, because if you try to do it over here, it'll be like, hey, you don't have second wind. But Bob, though, he has second wind. And you can hit consume available usage, and then Bob will use second wind, pop that healing, 11. And you would have to adjust that by yourself unless you have MIDI quality of life, but that's a different thing. And then now if you try to use healing surge again, it'll say no more uses. And then crossbow, you can shoot, and if I recall correctly, in that one. If I recall correctly, the way certain things are set up, now he has 19 crossbow bolts, so it keeps track of your ammunition too. So that's something really nice. Effects, you really won't be messing with those a whole lot, and then like biography, it has like the section for you. But that's more or less the gist of the player character's character sheet. So you know, you're like, one thing I do wish, I'm sure there's a way to put in a macro, because you can right click here, or you can left click and then hit new macro. But I wish there was a way to click and drag like different skill checks over, because sometimes, you know, you're making a lot of skill checks and it's kind of annoying to have to be in here. I'm sure there's some way around that, but anywho, that's all I have for like regular character sheets. NPC sheets are essentially the same thing, but they keep some of the stuff you don't have to worry about. Like, I don't need to know too much about the Bullywug's hit dice that he's spent on short rests, so you don't have to worry about that. One other thing, I'll probably sneak in another little missed, you know, topics video, and I'll go over some of the stuff that I missed. But I'll see if I can think of anything else. But that's more or less how it works for these guys. And again, you can drag things down to the hotbar for multiple things. If you're a GM, you can have different numbers of them. I think it goes up to 5, right? But anywho, see you in the next video.